Hello everyone, welcome to part 132 of Laravel 9 series in which we are creating the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we will continue working on the one-page checkout and we are working on the multiple delivery addresses, edit delivery address option. In the last video we have seen that we able to fetch the delivery address in our form. Okay, here you can see that if you will click on any of the delivery address, the form will automatically pre-filled with the address so that we can able to save them. Okay, so I'm going to refresh it once again. See, it will show all the delivery addresses here. If you want to ship to a new address, you can open this one and save, and if you want to edit any of the delivery address, then you can just simply click on the delivery address and it will change to that address. It will show complete address here in our form. Okay, so we are going to save it in this video. So all this we need to save with the id in via ajax as well. Okay, so also we require here the delivery id for which we are going to save this address, so that we are going to do straight away. Okay, so these are the files that we have worked on last time. I'm going to close all these files and we'll open it one by one whenever we require any file. So first of all, I'm going to open here the delivery underscore addresses where we have already filled up. Here you can see this is the id that we are going to submit. We are going to add the jQuery function that is based on the submit of this id address add edit form. Okay, so this same form we are going to use for both add as well as for the edit. Okay, so here one more thing we are going to add here. We are required the delivery id that we are having from see, I'm going to make it hidden and I'm going to name it like delivery id, delivery underscore id, and this one we are also getting from the custom.js. I'm going to open that function that we are using, get delivery get see edit address, this one, and from here we will also having the delivery id. Here you can see the name equal to delivery id, and here we are getting the delivery id as well. Okay, so in this field it will automatically come. We are going to check once, like refresh it. This is the hidden field though. I'm going to click on edit. You can see the 2 is coming because this address id is the 2, and if we will click here, the 1 is coming. This address id is 1. Okay, so we can again make it hidden, so we are having the delivery id of the delivery address. Okay, so now we can continue. We want to save it. We are already having the same save button here. Okay, submit button. So we are going to add the new jQuery function to save the delivery address. Okay, save delivery address. Okay, I'm going to mention it like this, save delivery address, so that that we are going to call and we are going to save. Okay, so here in the same way like we have done here, we will add the on click on submit function. This time document dot on submit and submit of we will mention here the id, form id, that is that will come here. Form id, this one is the form id, address add edit form. Okay, so this form id we are going to use, and here function, we are going to do it like this function. And one thing more I want to tell you that this form we are going to remove later on. Okay, we will make it one only. Okay, so this one we are going to remove, so don't worry, we are going to do that later on. Okay, so right now we will continue working on what we are going to do right now. Okay, so submit address add edit form, and here we will add here form data. In the serialized form we are going to get the complete form data. Okay, dollar, here see, we are going to take this one, sorry, here we are going to dot serialize. Okay, so here once again we are going to use the ajax. and here we are going to make the new URL here, and that we will call it as the save address. Okay, we are going to create its route in few minutes, and we're going to use the type post once again, and data, we have the form data here. We will pass it like this, form data, and so ses function, and here we are going to mention the data, and then the error function. Error function, we are going to show the error here if there is any error. Okay, fine. Now we are going to create this route in web.php. We are going to create this route. So here I'm just going to copy this one, and we'll create the new one, save delivery address, and here the route is save address. Okay, save address or save delivery address seems to be better. Okay, because we have the get delivery address here, the save delivery address sounds better, so we are going to make it like save delivery address, and here we are going to make it like the save delivery address, and this function we are going to create under the address controller, where we have created earlier function as well, and here we are going to create the new function. Okay, function name will be save delivery address. Okay, and here once again we will get the data via ajax. Okay, so here we will mention here dollar request ajax. Here we are going to get here we will get here dollar data dollar request all. So we can also debug the data, so this one is always the best practice to debug the data. Earlier also we have not debug earlier also, but now I think we must debug the for my friends. Some of my friends always have some issue with Ajax, so they can debug it like this to resolve their issue. If they will ever get issue, they can debug it like this, so that the task will become easier for them. Okay, so we can open the console here. So first of all we will see that the information that we are getting is we are getting the complete address information, okay, from the form. Like if the user will click on edit like this, and after that user will click on save, so the information, see here we need to close, so the information is coming here. See, you can see the complete information is coming down. Okay, you can check here, see in console, delivery id, delivery name, delivery address, delivery city, so the complete information is coming here, so everything is working fine. Okay, so we can use this data to update. Okay, whatever data the user update, it must get updated. Okay, so we will write the query here to update the delivery address. Okay, so now we will make sure that there is the delivery id coming. We will add the common option here, like if the delivery id is not empty, then it means that the user wants to edit his address. Okay, like dollar data, if in case the delivery id is not empty, it means that it is coming, so edit, else means that add. Okay, here we are going to mention edit delivery address, and here in else add a delivery address. Okay, simple thing. So we are working on the edit delivery address, and here we are going to update the delivery address in the delivery address model. Then we are going to compare it with the delivery id that we are already having. Okay, and where id is dollar data delivery id, that is we are already having, and then we are going to update See, we are getting the complete address in dollar data, so we can simply do it like this, but make sure the columns must be matching. Columns, if the columns are not matching, then we can't use, but the columns are not matching. Okay, so we need to put in separate address. Okay, so what we can do here, we can take one array here, like the address array, dollar address, because columns are not matching. I think we are getting all in the delivery underscore address. So I have made it delivery name delivery. Okay, so like this. So here also we will also fetch the user id, current user id who is logged in. Okay, user id is also required. Here we can open the delivery address is table. Here user id, along with user id all other information will come. Okay, so here we will take one array, use address array, and now one by one we will add all the columns. Like the first one is the user id. User id we will get from the auth that is currently logged in. User auth user id, like this. Okay, currently logged in user, and after that one by one we will add all, like name. We will get the delivery name, like this. Okay, so all we are going to add like this. After name there is the address. After address there is the city, then state, then country, then pin code, then mobile, and finally we are going to save your address. Okay, so after saving, here outside the else condition, we will fetch here once again the complete delivery address, like we have fetched there. Okay, this one, like we have fetched there, we will fetch once again, or we can also use that. I think we are also having the here in delivery addresses. See, this one, this delivery address is we can also fetch from here. Okay, I think so. One and the same thing. See, we already having this one, so also we can use it here also. Okay, here also we can use simply, because no need to call this, we are already having. We can also use it like this, and here the same we can also use there, and here we can also make the better one, like the delivery address in the case of get delivery, and the same thing we are going to use there as well. Okay, so we are going to try with that, and here you can see that we will fetch the delivery address once again, that we have already updated here, and we will fetch once again, and along with that we will also fetch, I think, the countries, if the countries will give any trouble. Okay, so before that we will simply use the return response JSON code to send the delivery address there. Okay, so that we can simply use this one, but no, this one not work. We will write here it will come return response, because some other code we need to write, like we have write in the card page. If you remember, we need to call that delivery address is this blade file, we need to call complete blade file. Okay, so for that its view, we are going to show that view. Okay, like this view, this syntax, then string we need to put in brackets. Okay, then view make. Okay, so this is the syntax that we need to use here. Then front in quotes, front dot products delivery address is, okay, that is delivery address is and then with compact address. Okay, so I think this must work fine. uh, make sure that we are closing it. Here we are starting, and here we need to close it as well. Okay, so we will check the in response there. First of all, we will check in response that response is coming. So we will alert here data object response must come. So let's see what will happen. I think maybe some error will come, I'm not sure. So let's see. So I'm going to click on edit first of all and see. In the case of edit, the error has come. On line 20 does not match. I think address controller on line 20, here line 40 in fact. We are going to see in address controller line 40, and here I am expecting the error because I think some mistake I have done. Return response JSON, view. I'm going to do it like this. Next line view, then after view string, okay fine, then view make, fine, front products delivery address, so that is fine. I think this is the issue. Here it will not come, sorry. Now check with compact, then delivery address, then delivery address is okay fine, and after that now it seems to be fine. So let's see, let's refresh it. Let's click on edit once again. Yeah, now it is opening, but it is not showing any kind of here delivery address. Okay, you can see because actually we have made some changes earlier on. See, I have replaced this with the delivery addresses, so that's why maybe that is the issue there. We need to check once that why it is not showing. Okay, let's undo that code. What we have done with that. Here see, this is that code. Okay, here you can see this is the code earlier. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. Okay, and then redo everything. Okay, and then we'll change once again. I'm going to use it. I'm going to disable it. Okay, and going to use address here as well, and let's see if it will work. This is the previous code. So we are going to check here, click on edit. Now it is working fine. So see the difference between both. What is the difference actually? Address is not an issue. This one we can use this one. This is not an issue actually. Okay, still it will work fine I think, because variable will must not give, but it must yeah, you can see the variable is not giving any issue. Okay, so the issue is coming here in the delivery addresses function. Okay, here what we have done, okay, here the id is okay. So here we are getting all the delivery addresses, so that is the difference. Okay, so make sure don't update this one, so it will create the issue. This one is fine. Okay, So because we want the particular delivery address that comes from this address id, and here here we want all the delivery addresses, that's why we have used this one. Okay, so now I hope that it will work fine. Okay, so now see, we able to fetch details here. Now we will click on save, and now the another error has come. We are going to see auth is not there, so we are going to add the auth in the address controller. And okay, use auth, and also make sure that we are going to add few other things like view, route, all these are required. Okay, so we need to add this one, otherwise it will create the issues. Okay, so these headers are always required. So now we are going to click on save once again, and we're going to see what issue is coming actually. Argument 1 must be type countable. Okay, so now we are going to see what issue exactly. So here delivery addresses, so here I think it must be delivery addresses, I think, because in checkout page we are going to see what we are using in checkout page. mm, in checkout we are using the delivery addresses, yeah. So that we want to use here delivery addresses, and here also delivery addresses. So now we are going to check once again. I will click on save, and this time I think some other error maybe. Countries, oh, countries are not coming. I am expecting this one, so countries must come. So all the countries, we will add here the countries in the same way like we have added in the checkout function. And now we will check once again, it's in ajax, so no need to refresh, we can do it like this. And once again some other error, country model is not added, so we need to add the country model as well. Here we are going to add the country model, and once again we are going to check. Okay, so click on save, and this time it is working fine. Okay, so finally it will work fine. So the thing is, we can remove this one, and now we will just require to do that ajax response. We require to fetch the delivery addresses html. Okay, so that thing we are going to do in the same way like we have done with the card earlier. Here this id, we are going to see that id like we are using to fetch the delivery addresses, the complete blade file that we are fetching in checkout. We're going to see that. Okay, where here it is, this one we need to fetch once again. We are going to fetch its html. Okay, so that we're going to do now. Here dollar this one id, this one we are going to html is html that is coming in data dot view. So let's see. And also we are going to do one thing more. Okay, first check this one. Let's first click on edit. Now I'm going to change, I will do something like this. Gupta, make it like this. Okay, some changes like this. Okay, so now I'm going to click on save, and it has been saved, and you can see it is working fine. You can see. Okay, so you can able to see that we able to update the delivery address here without the refresh of the page. Here you can see the changes have been made here. So once again I'm going to make here the change once again. I will correct this one once again back to the basic, back to the this one, and now I'm click on save, and you can see that we are saving instantly without the refresh of the page. We can able to save it. So I will refresh it as well once again, refresh it, refresh the browser, and will make sure that changes are there, changes are reflecting. Okay, so we can update the earlier address, this one as well. Okay, so here also see, if I will I want to deliver to my friend like the John Singh. I want to deliver my courier to the John Singh, and here I'm going to make change, save, and here you can see the John Singh has come. If I want to add some other address, some other name, Rahul, okay, so I'm going to save this one. You can see it is saving. So how good it is! It is working fine. Okay, instantly it is we able to edit the address, and complete address we can able to edit. Okay, not only this one, like Amin Gupta from Delhi, or we can give some other city. Okay, so we can give here Amritsar. Okay, so that is also in Punjab, and click on save, and here see we can able to update. Okay, so it is working fine here, so we can able to update any address here. Okay, so it is working very much fine. So we can also, you can also do it like this. Okay, so finally we able to edit the address, and in the next video we will try to add the address. Okay, we will try to add the new address. We will work on the new address and we'll save it, and also we are going to work on the remove address. Okay, so that we can able to complete this multiple delivery addresses functionality. Then we can move to the further things. We are going to show the ordered products, and then we'll start working on the payment methods. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.